Hey everyone, thanks for being here today. My name is Matt, and this is Firewood in the Field. And right now, as you can tell behind me, I'm not in the field. I'm in my barn or my half-finished shop. And today, I'm going to use the log hauling truck. It's been a while since y'all have seen this on any footage, so I'm excited to get to use it today. I'm driving out to Tom's place, that video I published a few months back called Musical Firewood. Then more recently, I've had some content where I was out there just cutting up a bunch of logs. Well, today I'm going out there to retrieve all the rounds that I cut last week. So it's an after work situation, but we have longer days now. So by the time I get out there, I should have 2 or 3 hours of daylight. Most of the rounds are small enough. I'll be able to chuck them over the side of the bed pretty easy. It's I'm 6'2", and the bedside comes to about my eyebrows, so it's about 6 foot up. But I'm going to take the tailgate off, at least one side, make it a lot lower. There were two logs that were about 20 inches in diameter, and they were both white oak. According to the different online calculators, those pieces could weigh over 200 pounds apiece. So we'll see. I don't want to hurt myself, so I threw an 8-foot 2x6 in the bed. I can use as a ramp if I have to. But I really want to get those rounds out of there. Well, one, I don't want anybody to steal them. I don't think that'll happen, but you never know. But two, there's more trees in the pile. And if I can clear a path for the excavator that's still on site while he's building his house, maybe we can talk him into pulling some more of those logs off that pile, make it a whole lot easier for me to buck them up and get them out of there. So if you haven't seen the log hauling truck before, you can look back some of my previous footage, but it's a 1967 Chevrolet C60. And I am usually more of a Mopar guy, but I kind of like them all, especially when they get to be this aged. So I really like this truck. We bought it from the original family farm over in Illinois. It's a grain truck, and it only has 67 or 68,000 original miles on it. So the guy I bought it from, his father bought it new, but it was still the same family farm. It had a farm logo on the door. And we had to do a bit of work to it. I didn't really record any of that. Something that we recently got done, you can see on the camera, there's another rear axle over there. I found a different rear axle out of another truck like this that had a more highway-friendly gear ratio. So now she's a hot rod, man. She'll go 70. I don't want to push it. That's top speed, but top speed before was 50. So right now, it's a 366 V8 5-speed manual transmission and a 2-speed rear end. So with the rear end in high in 5th gear at 3,000 RPMs, I'm going right about 58 to 60 miles an hour. And that's great. That's as fast as I want to go in this whole thing. But let me go ahead and get the truck fired up. You guys can listen to it start up and warm up. I already gave a little pre-trip walk around. Tires all look good. And I always check the fluids and then check the oil. It burns a little oil, I believe. I park on gravel, so it's hard to tell, but it does leak power steering intermittently. So that's all topped off. We should be good to go. Well, the old truck made it out to Tom's place. Took one of the tailgates off. It's the first time I've done that out in the field since I painted it, but it lifted right off, no problem. And we're gonna load up, try to load up as much of these rounds as we can. I'll set the camera up somewhere and get some footage. We'll just see how the video turns out. Say hi, Tom.
Hello, everybody.
Feel free to use that hook balloon if you want. I'm not gonna know.
As they say.
attacked. So he pulled his gun out to have some fun, but held the man couldn't shoot back. So he got out the way and he let it roll, and as it slowly gathered speed, hopped the 12-inch curve and oh my word, the big flat, big pear tree. And if I only would break up, would never roll away. Guess it must be written somewhere began this day. A boulder stopped its brief flight for freedom just inches from a car. Inside blue heads all filled with dread, thought they were in a war. He deliberately ran into me. He must be drunk on more. But there was no paint to match because not a scratch could be found upon his door. If I would break up, would never roll away. Yes, it must be written somewhere in his heaviest day. The old man was apoplectic. He was sure that he'd been wrong. But the cow saw all, and it was his call, and he spoke to the gathering throng. He said, no one's been hurt here, except maybe for a down fruit tree. So I rubbed my neck and I would have checked the bed fishes, would have set free. If I don't would break off, would never roll away. Yes, it must be written somewhere every man was the happiest day. Attack officers of the law, scaring senior citizens, killing trees, van fishes.
All right, I've got some white oak. It's about 21, 22 inches in diameter. If it was my trailer, was lower to the ground, I'd just muscle them. But I got a little 2x6 here. I'm gonna roll them up that and see how that goes.
Yep.
Victory. Nobody got hurt.
Not yet.
Yeah, the day is just still young. Alrighty, we got to be working a little smarter. We lucked out. The guy here on site with the excavator was willing to help load the big ones for us. This is much better than me rolling them up a 2x6. Perfect. Yeah. We are getting there. James with Quality First Concrete. Just recently started his own business. I'll see if he's got a link. I'll put it in the channel. He gave me permission to go ahead and post the content. But generally good person, good honest work. Come out here and helping. He's building a house and he's helping us move logs. He helped us get the truck loaded with the bigger stuff. He even pushed a pile of rounds up from the hill. And now you can see he's done fished that log out, those two logs, and he's moving them. love to have an excavator, but I just got to be happy that I've got my tractor. Some people don't even have that, so. He's kind of jammed up on the butt end there. All right, everybody, it's going to be a wrap. I'm going to get home. I've still got daylight. I count today as a huge win. All of the rounds fit in the truck, and we got just a little more room here at the back. So I'm really interested to see how many cords of wood, split firewood I get out of this. So these bed sides are about 2 feet tall. I think they're 22 inches. So we are heaped over just a little bit. It's 14 foot long, and it's 8 foot wide. It'll be interesting to see how many cords I get out of this. This is a dump bed, and my field at home is still a little too muddy to drive out there. So I'm just going to put this in the barn, let it sit for a few days until I can dump. As you can hear in the background, James from Quality Concrete is here. He's got a tree up on the excavator bucket. He's cutting the root ball off it right now as he moves more logs out for me to cut up this week. So we'll see if I'm pretty tired after all this. See how much energy I got to keep going. But I think I got another load, at least this size, coming out of here. We got 1, 2, 3 white oaks, about 18 inches across. Well, 15, and those two are 18. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'll try to get more content from out here, but I don't want to make the same thing over and over again. But it's the first time I've ever put the tailgate back on by myself. These are what came with, these are the original hooks from the grain bed sides. There's a tab inside there to hook this to. Anyway, I'm not going to take any video of the drive out here, even though it's really neat. Missouri has rules about driving and being on your phone. But if you're watching, I appreciate it. Appreciate it even more if you consider hit that like and subscribe button. Matt, Firewood in the Field. See you next time.